This session is going to look at how to find graduate schemes, internships and placements. We will cover the differences between graduate schemes, graduate internships and placement opportunities, when the best times are to search for them, and also where are the best places to search for these opportunities. Graduate schemes are work-based training programs that allow recent graduates to gain practical experience with a company, giving them a head start into the world of work. The structure of these programs can vary depending on the specific employer or even the type of industry you are looking at, but usually you will be trained, mentored, and also experience hands-on work in different departments within the organisation. They generally last between 12 months and 2 years depending on the employer, and you will be paid a graduate salary. Not only does a graduate scheme work as a great entry-level position for anyone recently out of university, but the experience involved and the movement between different departments will also allow you to figure out what career path is right for you, whilst giving you the essential expertise you need to get there. Schemes offer a lot of support and training for graduates, which is part of their appeal. They often allow you to move more quickly into advanced roles because of the high level of training and mentoring you have received. You aren't just thrown into a role and expected to get on with it. Again, it is all about building professional networks. The movement around different parts of the organisation allows you to build excellent networks within the organisation, which can be particularly useful for future development opportunities. What is a graduate internship? Internships, on the other hand, usually last a few months. They are a great way to decide what kind of role suits you without being committed to one specific organisation for 12 months to 2 years. Again, they are an excellent way to build your confidence, make industry contacts, and hopefully help you on the way to getting a job, particularly if you complete several short internships with various companies. As well as building your confidence, the chances of getting offered a permanent role are greatly increased by undertaking internships. A substantial number of graduates are offered permanent roles through their internships, either by impressing the employer or building up contacts which lead to recommendations and even finding out about any roles that may not be being advertised. However, that doesn't mean you don't need to be applying for other roles whilst you are undertaking your internships. You don't want to end up with nothing to go on to if you don't get a permanent role from your internship. Placements, or year in industry or industrial placement year, are usually 12 months in one role or several shorter experiences across the year. This again will mainly depend on the industry and the organisations to which you are applying. They take place between your second and your final year. So unlike graduate schemes and graduate internships, they are usually for undergraduate students. Sometimes they may also be called internships. Therefore, it is important to always check if any internship being advertised is for recent graduates or undergrads. They are a brilliant way to increase your confidence, knowledge and skills within the industry, and are particularly desirable to employers when recruiting graduates. As with internships, a lot of students will be offered graduate positions with the same company they have undertaken their placement in, with some employers viewing the placement year as a year-long interview. There are a few misconceptions around placements and indeed internships that they are all about making tea and filing. Whilst you may have to do some of this, especially in your first few weeks, this is usually to see how committed you are to the company and to allow the managers to get to know you, your work ethic, your strengths and your weaknesses. After this, you will usually be given more responsibility. This is also an opportunity to increase your own confidence. If you think you can do more, then speak to the manager and see what other tasks you can be getting involved with. This shows initiative and is usually well received. The key thing about placements is that they are monitored by the university. Each school has a dedicated placement team which will advertise positions, help with applications and support you whilst you are out on placements. So you might be thinking, when is the best time to search for these schemes, internships and placements? The answer is, really, all year. Many graduate schemes, internships and placements are open for applications in September, particularly with your larger employers. These applications will tend to close around the end of December, but their recruitment processes take a long time and usually have several steps, so you may not find out if you have been offered a position for a few months. Around March, April and May, the smaller firms will start advertising their roles. They have a much shorter recruitment process, usually only involving an initial application and then a face-to-face interview. The key information here is to start applying as soon as possible, or at least sign up to vacancy alerts on the job shop and the websites for the employers you are most interested in working for. Now you know when to look for these opportunities, the question is, where should you be looking? The University Job Shop will advertise various opportunities all year round. You can sign up to vacancy alerts as well for any roles matching your preferences. Use the My Career Resource Hub. There are many links under the Graduate Employment Options section, and in careers sectors there are roles for sector-specific vacancy sites that is useful to check out. One key place not to forget is to go direct to company websites. You want to work for a specific organisation? Then get on their website and sign up for job alerts. LinkedIn is also a great place to look for schemes, internships and placements. Having a dedicated job section and the function to easily apply with your LinkedIn account, it is a fantastic tool. If you don't have a LinkedIn account, don't know how to use it properly, or feel like your profile needs updating, then the Careers and Employability Service can help you. Just book an appointment with the team. If you are looking for placements, then you need to speak directly to your school placement office to find out how they can help you with your placement search. A couple of sites specifically for placements you may want to look at are Rate My Placement and Placement UK. The PDF file accompanying this video contains the links to these sites. Here you can see how to contact the placement unit for your school. When looking for any scheme, internship or placement, you need to make sure you know what you are looking for. Don't just start searching around blindly for anything. Do your research. You've decided if you are focusing on schemes, internships or placements, but you need to narrow this down even further. What kind of sector are you interested in? Have you looked at any job profiles for roles that specifically interest you? Do you want to work for a large organisation or an SME? Where are you willing to work in terms of location? You may have a dream job title in mind, but the area you live in doesn't offer those kind of roles. Can you be flexible on location, or do you need to rethink your ideal roles based on the location you are in? Once you have made some of these decisions, it will help you to filter your searches. The job shop, grad sites, company websites and LinkedIn all have filter functions to help you refine your search. It should make the whole process seem less like finding a needle in a haystack. So there you have it. This session has covered the differences between graduate schemes, graduate internships and placements, when the best times are to search for them, and also a few ideas for where to search for them. Now it's up to you to try and put what you have learned into practice. For further advice and support, please check out all our resources on the Careers and Employability Service website. The file accompanying this video contains links to all the reference materials, including all our guidance booklets. We can help you further with completing applications for any scheme, internship or placement to ensure you're putting your best foot forward.